connect the uh, in today's class. Basically, I'll explain you about the SAP elements and like navigations. So this and that.
Chandra, are you sharing your screen?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, just now I shared. So today in today's session we are going to discuss about the SAP usage and all. How do we connect it? So then like how do we navigate it, like the screens and all. So I'll give you the some shortcut usage, like how many ways you can connect the system, how many like ways you can work it. This and all we are going to explain you. So now basically here, so let me go to the like connectivity of SAP and all. See, similarly run command usually. Even you also, I'll provide you the details today. Just go to run command. So then
Mm-hmm.
you can enter mstsc. Okay, this is the one mstsc. Uh, this I'll share with you also via chat box. Okay, first is the go to run. So then enter mstsc. Enter like mstsc. This is for usually this is for remote connection. Then after click on OK. Then remote connection, desktop connection will come. So you have to enter the detail below. So here enter the remote computer name. Okay, next click on connect. So here we need to click on connect. Then it will be connected to this. So here we need to enter the user IDs and passwords. Click on connect. So then we need to enter the user IDs and passwords. Just I'm providing the user IDs and passwords here. Wait for a moment.
Hello.
Yeah. I'm sending the details. One moment. Yeah, here you have to use the user IDs. Okay, user ID as a testing one. Okay, then password will be the PRIMARK at the right one two. So this is the one. So here you can use the same details for login SAP also. You can use same passwords, same password, same user and password for login, same user details for login SAP as well. So please note it down. That is the like just I pinged via chat. As you can copy and you can put it in your local. Okay, here just I'm connecting my system.
Just a minute. You have sent me through which one?
Chat. Go to meeting chat. Just I sent.
Oh, go to meeting chat.
Hmm.
Okay.
Can you see?
Yeah, I am able to see.
Okay. Now basically let me explain you the process. Okay, here.
So the user ID is testing one and the password is PRIM primary mark at the rate 12.
No, PRIMARK. Primark, not primary. Primark.
Prime mark at the rate 12.
Yeah, same. That
And
is for
uh,
that is for even connecting the remote and desktop, and as well as once you log in SAP also same thing in inside.
so the computer name I have to provide along with the colon 3346.
Yes. Then click on connect.
Okay.
Okay, so here just I am showing these details. So we entered here, right? So simply this is the logon pad, and which help you to connect the systems, and this software should be installed in your computer, but we are connecting remotely, right? No need to install this software. So just
Mhm.
click on this. Okay, log on. So then I explained you yesterday, right, how to define the details and all. For first to suppose when you install, you will get the blank SAP logon screen like this. So you won't see the details of this and all. So just we have to define it. So if you allocate it to any of the projects, some Apple QA, just we have to define you the quality server details and all. I explained you, right. If you go ahead with first, you have for defining, you have to click on the this paper icon, but here we have to provide the details. So these are the main details. So description, application server. So I explained this is the host which we want to connect it. Then instance numbers. So system IDs. So just these are the details which we have to enter. Then click on finish. That will be added. Once you define, just by using this, you can connect it. Okay, and
Mhm.
if you would like to edit the details also, just click on this. So if you can change it also. Okay, any of these if you can change it, so then you can save it. Click on OK again, that will be changed accordingly. And if you want to delete it also, just for deleting you can use this, but while deleting it will ask you, do you really want to delete? So only unnecessary things you can delete it, right? So click on no, so it remains safe. So next will be the, see, if I click on for login, just select and click on login. So why we are clicking logon in the sense, basically to connect the systems usually. And what is the difference from this variable logon to logon is mainly, this variable logon is for temporary purpose. Suppose let's say if you would like to use this connection for 4 hours or 3 hours, only one time usage, then you can go ahead with variable logon. If you define any connection details, suppose if you click on here, so then it will ask you to connect, like define the details and all. So if you define anything, so that will be for temporary. So here you can't see finish, right? You can see only here logon. Logon means which help you to connect the only for temporary login, only once. Every time you have to define it if you want to go ahead with variable logon. Suppose once you define the details under the connections, then it can help you to connect in every time. Maybe today you worked for some time, then you off, then again if you reach tomorrow, then there will be a details you can see, then again you can use the log on it. But this you cannot use it, this is for temporary purpose. So once you define the connection details here, so directly, so the system is asking you to log on. Next if you go, then you will see log on will be there. Once you define it, log on. When you log on, when you click on log on, then it will open the similar screen like this, log on screen.
Mhm.
Variable logon to logon differences is mainly, okay, in generally we'll use the logon. Okay, that is for permanent point of view, like if you work for today, you define something, you work for like 8 hours or maybe some hours, then if you go off, then again if you back, you'll see the details. Always you'll come through logon. But if you define anything under variable logon, means that is for temporary purpose. If you would like to work for 3 hours 4 hours, then you can go ahead with that process. So again when you off, then again if you come back, then you cannot come, means again you have to go with the same process. That is for temporary logon. Okay, if you define any connection details over there, that is for only the uh, temporary purpose, maybe a 5 hours or 3 hours, only for the day usage. Are you clear about that? Once you logged out, means again you have to repeat the same process for login also. It is unnecessary time, right? That is what I'm explaining. Usually in real time also will be go ahead with the log on. And when I click on log on, we are getting here, right? Basically, so this is the SAP logon screen. Okay, this is the SAP logon screen, and usually this is what we are going to explain you. So basically here, this is the logon screen, and the main thing, see, SAP R3 systems are the client systems. Usually the client enables you to run several business operations at the same time in the SAP R3 systems. So the client, basically these are the client systems what I explained here. So it enables you to run several business operations at the same time in SAP system. So client means is a organization terms, independent unit in the system. Actually, the client level they will be having their master data and their own transaction data. Okay, and basically, and this is available in different languages actually. So this SAP R3, like this is supporting on different languages means. So yesterday I explained you, right, supporting almost around 30 languages. If you go to Chinese, they may use it in Chinese language, or Malaysia Malay language, Greek, so Greek, French like that they'll use it. Available languages. Okay, now just we let me explain you about these screens and all. But here this is the client. Usually 800 they given for training purpose. Okay, not only here, in real time also for training they can use the 800 only, the client. This is given by the SAP for training, but in the real time as a QA or something, if you are working in a QA, that may be differs. If they may use it 240, 200, 120, 180 like that. Okay, then next will be the user and password. Okay, so user and password means basically the to connect the systems, basically to connect this you will be having a valid user credentials for you. And who will be creating these details means basically this will be done by the basis team. Is there is a basis people, like generally basis people called as admin guys, who can provide the access for accessing the user like systems, and the access may be restricted. Like if you are QA means they can give you the QA support level access and all. So if it is any critical, if there are any critical things, then the access may be restricted also. That will be given based on the approvals or maybe priorities and all. Okay, if there is a developers, usually they will give the development access and all, like that they will give it. So here we have to enter the user details, like I explained you, right? Testing one you have to enter. Here also testing one at the rate uh, primer at the rate one to have to enter for you.
Okay.
Okay, just I given the password, and whatever the password given by me, always the system will show it as a encrypted format here. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
encrypted format. Okay, means if I give something, it is showing it as a star star like that. So then we have to click on here, language option is there. Generally you can choose EN for English, DE for Germany like that. But even if you don't select also, directly when you click on here enter, then automatically it will go inside the screen. See here the details, user details will be validated from the database server. Suppose this is what we are doing here, this is a presentation. So these details will be validated in the database via application server. Here the main thing, application server, I told you, right, it helps you to process the business logic. So application servers, this is just like a presentation. So then click on here, enter. So the process is starting. See, details already validated. If it is a genuine, then automatically reaches here. Basically means this is called as a SAP easy access screen. So which is nothing but a standard screen of SAP. This is the SAP easy access, and which is the standard screen of SAP, and which is displayed once you connect to the SAP system. Even see, this is even as a QA also you have to come through this process. First daily you have to go and you have to see your mails on regular basis. We need to connect our quality systems. So even for the developers also the same way they has to connect it. Okay, even the productions also maybe the same way they have to connect it, UAT also. So this is the GUI connectivity of SAP. Okay, and next here let me go through these elements and all screen elements. So first I'll show you here. So the elements of SAP screen, see, this is the screen elements of SAP. There will be a, you can see menu bar, standard toolbar, title bar. So then you can see command field as well. So then you can see tab pages and application toolbar also you can see. So there are some few input fields like checkboxes, radio buttons, drop downs, edit boxes, selection boxes, and you can see at the bottom there will be a status bar. Okay, so let me go through these explanations one by one. So here the topmost level what you see, this is the menu bar. Okay, the topmost level you can see something, right? So this is called as a menu bar. Okay, menu bar contains the, generally the menu bar contains the functional and administrative tasks of the system. So let's say
Mm-hmm.
if you click on this, then drop down will show like this. So even if you click on this, so it will open the drop down. So by showing some create session, end session, user profile, and log off even also. Okay, these are the things basically. And one thing, the menu options that may be vary from screen to screen also, but everywhere you will see the system and help. Suppose let's say if you open another session and when you go to PA30 screen, if you go to some transaction over here, okay, when you look at here, the menu screen to screen, the menu options may be varied, but everywhere you will see the system and help. So that is what everywhere. So even though if you see the few more also, so but with including the system and help, you will see this is the common every screen you will see these menu options. And if you click on the this system option, when you click on the system button, then it will immediately opening the drop down. So by showing the end session means, so it will be ended. So log off means, so it will go for log off like that. So end session in the sense, basically if you are in some particular transaction, it will be ended, so it will go back to the screen. Okay, are you getting my point? This, so just it is closed off.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is the first one, that is the menu bar. And next after that, whatever, so you can see underline something is there, right? You know, right? If you click on some alt, when you press like alt M means that will be open. So if you open like alt means shortcuts, edit will be open. If you give something alt Y, the underline marked, if you give that alphabet with alt, then immediately that window, that options will show you for usage and all. Okay, shortcuts. So even if you alt favorites means alt F means it will open the favorite list like that. Okay.
Yeah.
This is, the
Okay.
first one is the menu bar, and next what you see, this is the SAP standard toolbar. And this one is the SAP standard toolbar, and mainly which is classified into two parts. One is the command field. This is the command field, and there are SAP standard toolbar buttons. So basically these are the SAP standard toolbar buttons. And first we discuss about the command field. Command field in the sense, basically which can help you to enter the transaction codes directly without using the menu. So what purpose we require this command field? Mainly the command field usage is we can enter the transactions directly here instead of using the menu and favorites. This is called as a command field. Sometimes the command fields will be in a closed circuit, means like this. Okay, sometimes you will see like this. If you like to use this command field, you have to click on this arrow mark, so which is next to save button. So just click on this arrow mark next to save, then directly you can enter the transaction codes here. So let's say create sales order VA01, so you can enter and click on enter key, then it will go inside the screen like that. Okay, and entry code is assigned to every screen of SAP. I explained you, right? So if you would like to open particular screen, you have to use the transaction code, so in the command field. So means directly by entering the, you can access the SAP screens by the command field or through menus also, that I'll explain later. This is the command field usage. Okay, and next will be the, we have to discuss about this SAP standard toolbar buttons. So here the push buttons, what you see, these buttons are available on every screen of SAP, and some of the buttons may be grayed out and some of the buttons are visible. And even if the button is grayed out means, so here you can see save button, this is the which is grayed out, and this is the back button which is grayed out, this is the cancel button which is grayed out. So means we cannot use that particular button on the screen. Let's say if you go to some other screen, other transactions, so few of them are visible here. Let's see, from this standard screen to SAP easy access, right? We are at the title, this is called as a standard screen. From standard home screen to, so this transaction screen, so maybe we are getting few of them are visible, right? So, and one thing keep in mind here, if you don't know any of the button over here, simply you can place a cursor over here. Okay, then it will give you the quick info text about that button, what it is. So this is a back button, means just go back to the screen. So this is the like exit the screen. This is the cancel. So means, so here you can see shortcut also. Okay, button uses, and this and all you'll see, this is the back. Okay, and this is, you can see similarly for printing something, this is find and find next. Okay, then this is the main thing here, create session. So this window is called as a one session over here. And this similar kind of, suppose if you want to open, now we open almost two sessions. See, this is the one, this is the second one. If you click on now this, but this session button, you will get the another session like that. So now you can see there are three sessions, three windows are there. This is called as a one window. If you open, that is called as a one session. And similar kind of these sessions you will open and you will work up to 6 max. When you reach a 6, when you try to open more than that, it will show the like a message, information message as a you already reached the maximum number of sessions, like that. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, it will open at a time 6 only. So within that 6 you can work it out. We cannot open beyond 6, and this is the generating shortcut on the screens. So next will be the, this is the help means F1 if you want to see help. Next, this is the customizing and local layout options. So this I'll explain you later, this customizing local layout, and which help you to set up the settings, maybe this color settings, color of the screens, and font settings, and few system level settings also. Okay, that I'll show you later about this settings and all finally. And next, are you clear about this, right? Next, after this, so you can see the, this is the title bar. Title bar displays the name of the screen where you are in. So now we are at SAP Easy Access screen. Suppose if you go to some other screen, so it will show you the title. So we are at the maintain HR master data screen. Now we are at, so title bar displays the name of the screen where you are in. So next, after the title bar, you can see the application toolbar. This is the application toolbar. But even in here also you can see the application toolbar. So application toolbar contains the available functions for usage on the screen. So these are the mainly available functions for usage on the screen. Suppose if you look at, these are the few buttons you can see, right? This is for creating, this is for change, editing, this is for displaying, view the objects. So this is for copy. So this and all I'll explain later also about these buttons and all. So mainly after title bar, this is the application toolbar. Application toolbar contains available functions for usage on the screen. And after this title, so this is the body of the screen. So generally this is the body of the screen. So body of the screen means basically here, like where you can see that within the body only we can see the different input fields. Like actually, what kind of input fields we can see in SAP? So this is called as a selection. Selection means if you see the button like this, so this is called as a selection. Okay, means selection means if you just click on, then it will open the like a few more selections. Like this is the, you can check the personal numbers in a different ways. These are the different search options over here, and we can see different tabs, right? So these are the different search options. Person ID is there. Suppose without providing the info, then if you click on person ID and last name, first name, you will get the employee number and employee name and names. So if you click on the start search, so it will get it. It will fetch from the database. Why? Because we are not providing anything. See, this is the, these are the available personal numbers in the system. So out of this, just you can simply select any of this and click on enter. So then it will be highlighted. So if you enter it, automatically the details will be fetched from the database. See, the process is starting. So the details will be getting from the database and displayed back in a presentation. So user, this employee details fetched from the database. Okay, and next you can see there are a few more input fields also. You can see this is the tab page and tab. You can see here several tabs, and now we are at the employee information tab. So this tab is highlighted, and if you click on the benefits data also, this tab gets highlighted. If you payroll information tab also getting highlighted, and tab page can give you the clear picture of the page. Okay, clear picture of the screen. Okay, next here, so it will show you that we are at now employee basic information screen, and when you choose this, and it will be at benefits data screen, and now payroll data, like that compensation. So like that you will see these are the different tabs. And next you can see this is also same thing, selection field. Okay, and this is the radio button. So there is a like radio button, period section is there, and within the period section you will see different radio buttons, and radio button helps you to select only single radio button out of the group. Suppose here we can see group of radio buttons, right? But it can allow us to choose only one within the group. Suppose if I select period, then it will be off. If I select today, then period will be off. If I select all, means we can select only once out of the group. It can enable you to select only one option from the group, that is the radio button. And next will be the here. So I'll show you different input fields. So just you can select this. If you click on some button over here for creating, this is the creating the data. So then you will see the different input fields here. I'll show you what type of input fields you can see. This is the drop downs. Drop downs means you can select the input values, title, available values from the drop down only. And this is the edit boxes, so you can enter something over here, just it can allow you. Edit box will be like this. And next uh, this is the selection boxes. In the sense selection, it will be like this. Selection I explained you already. This is the selection. And check boxes also you can see, right? So check boxes will be similar to this, like I'll show you. This is the, like here you'll see, so there is a checkbox. See, this is the checkboxes. But the difference from, and one thing here we have to notify, in SAP the mandatory looks like it has a tick on the field, that is indicating the mandatories. So how do we recognize? But if it is a web based, obviously we'll be knowing if matrix are marked as a mandatory. Okay, so against the mandatories you'll be getting some asterisk marks. But here how do we recognize which is the mandatories and which is the optional in SAP? So see, here few fields are there, right? But these are optionals, but this is a mandatory here. You'll see tick on the field, that is indicating the mandatories. But these are the
Okay.
check boxes, right? You can, it can there is some military status or something, veteran status. It can allow you to choose multiples check, but radio button mean it can allow you to choose only one. That is the difference. This is the back again. So go back to the screen. Okay, you can use. Next will be the, again if you click on back, in the sense it will go to the home screen like that. Okay, and next, so there are, I explained you a few more things, right? Now there is a status bar. So this is the status bar at the bottom. So there will be a SAP signature thing you can see, right? That is the status bar. So usually the status bar contains the system messages. System messages in a sense, like what kind of messages the system will be having. Success messages, that will be in a green color, and error, that will be in a like a red color, and warnings, it will be in a yellow color. All those messages you will see at the bottom over here. And next, in addition to the system messages, you will be see the system information as well. See, you can see the system information also, like right now we are in AHP5 with the 800 client, and you are in with whom you logged in, so with user and client, and where you are in, like the transaction code and response time. So you can see the system information as well. Right now you connected in which client, which system, which transaction code you are in, and with whom you logged in, user, everything you can see here. So system information also you can see. And when you click on the arrow mark, if you click on this, it will be hidden. If you open, click on that. So these are the details about the, like this SAP easy access screen, standard screen. And next I'll have to discuss about the ways, how many ways you can work with the SAP. So simply how many ways you work with the SAP means there are three methods for working with the SAP. So those will be, first one is the, this is the one thing here, there are three methods you can see. So you know, right, I explained you. So you can access the, like you can work with the SAP simply, you can access the transactions. So simply by entry in the EasyX, like commandery field of SAP, this is the one thing. Or then you can through access through menus as well. Suppose let's say, and these don't worry about these transactions. So one by one you will, I'll give you the list. Slowly you learn easily. So now it will feel some difficult for understanding the transactions and all. So once if I give you the list and all, so you can remember very easily. I'll give you the list. Not only the tester, even the developer or consultant also will be knowing the minimal transaction codes module wise, that I'll provide you. Okay, once you
Okay.
start using, then you will get it very easily. Suppose, see, VA01 is there, or else like this is for creating the order, VA01. Okay, for creating the order, VA01. Okay, you can enter directly here without using the menu. For accessing this VO01, if you are not remembering, so simply just you can go to the logistics, then go to the SD, okay, then go to the sales. Here you'll see the sales order creation. That is the VO01 for creating the order. You can use this also. If you are not remembering, just simply you can click here. Then it will go inside the screen like this. Okay, this is for
Mm-hmm.
create sales order screen. Otherwise, just go back and you can enter. If you are remembering the transaction code, simply you can enter here. Then click enter. Then it will go inside the screen. So this is the create sales order screen. The next you can work with your you can work with the options, then you can use accordingly. And another way is that click on back. Suppose these are the frequently used things, assume just you can add it under the favorite list as well. Suppose just you can highlight it and use, there is a favorite option is there, right? So just there is a button for adding the favorites. Here you can see this is the one, see adding favorite. This is for deleting the favorites button. Add favorite means that will be added here. See, you can see the navigation path also. VA01, then logistics, then sales and distribution, then sales, then order, then create. So this you can
Mm-hmm.
edit also. You can edit, like you can give it as a like this. Suppose you can edit. This is for create sales order. Create sales order. Or else there is another way of adding the favorite. Simply the frequently used one. Just you can add it like that. Favorite. Just right click. Then you will see there is a folder creation and add the insert of the transaction is there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next you can see add the other objects also. I'll explain you all these things. First insert folder for, suppose we can see lot of modules, right? You can see HR module, SD module, MM module, like that, right? So basically here folder wise, module wise, first you can create the folders HR, SD, MM, like within the respective folders you can use the transaction codes related to HR. You can add it in the HR folder and you can add the relevant transactions in the SD as well, and similarly you can add it under MM also. So once you create a folder, so then directly without giving the folders also, you can click on insert transaction. Directly just select the favorite and right click, then the insert the transaction. If you know the transaction code, simply VA01. If you enter, then automatically if you click on this, so it will display the, see the text of that create sales order. Standard thing, these are the standard things. Okay, if it is a customized, then we have to define it accordingly. It will fetch the, so insert transaction. Suppose VA02 for what, edit the transaction code. Okay, similarly you can add it like that. PA in HR point of view also, if you want to add, so PA30 for maintain master data, see maintain. So even if you enter the transaction codes, simply we are getting the purpose and text, like what is the title of the transaction we are getting. See, this is the display HR master data. These are the common things, so standard things. These are like irrespective of the client, anybody can use it, the same thing. So next if you would like to place, this is for like movement changing. So here you can see up and down moves. Okay, up and down like that. Okay, if you want to edit this also, you can edit it. This is okay. And next, if you click on, simply if we click it, double click it, then it will take you inside the screens. But here we are not using the command field here, so just we are using the favorites. We are not using menu also. Okay, these are also you can see here. Suppose HR related transactions, you can see under when you open, so you will see here under the HR list. See human resources is there. So here you will see the HR related transaction codes, personal management, so module level administration, so generals to HR master data. So these are the CPA 30, PA 20, like that you will see here. Okay, and this is very simple for recognition and all. So now we are getting the T code and as well as the text, means with including the technical names. So we are getting here, we are displaying here. Sometimes usually the system settings will be like that. Suppose right click here on the menu, so there will be a settings, or else if you go to extras, then settings will be there. So due to the settings only we are getting the technical, this name and as well as the text. Suppose here I select a display technical names. If I uncheck this, what you will see details will be changed here. Suppose if you go to human resources, personal management and administration, if you expand this, it will be difficult you. It should be difficult for understanding. And if you know the things and all, then only, oh, this is for some T code, this is for some T code, like that. And sometimes usually you will be see the settings like that, but you have to turn to your user friendly. So means you have to set up like this. Right click, just place the cursor here and right click, then you will see settings. So here just simply select the technical names. Then it will display both T code and transaction code and as well as the text for that. And here I selected do not display picture, right? Means the picture will not be displayed here. So if I uncheck this, the picture will be displayed. Then there is a options display favorite at the end of the list. If I check, if I selected this, the favorites is there, right? This will be added at the end of the list, means after menu. So here do not display menu. If I check this, then you will not get the menu.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one. See, I am getting the this, right? IDES, ERP, IDES for training purpose. Okay. If you go and check now, you will see that. Here itself we are getting, right? So these are the both you'll see transaction and text. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I explained you the ways, right? One is through direct entry on the command field of SAP. Just you can enter simply transactions here and you can work it. Next will be the, if you are not remembering the transaction, just you can navigate it via menu options also. If you want to use simply, you can click on the specific transaction. It will take you inside the screens without using simply favorites and as well as the easy access like a command field. Okay.
Okay.
And next I explain you a few more these settings and all, right? And there are few shortcuts uses are there. So simply, so that I'll explain you. And there are F1 and F4 options is there. Simply, what is the usage of F1 and F4 function keys? Simply just I'm entering one transaction, that is for display HR master data screen. So the transaction code here, what I entered here, display HR master data screen. Means display means you can view only, that I'll explain you later about these transactions and all one by one. So now simply there is a F1 and F4 function keys. So to select the available list, this is the means selection, right? So if you want to select, you can use this button for getting the input values for this field, for these info types. Basically these are the list available list for that field. So simply to get this list, instead of clicking on that button, use the F4 function key. F4 function key, then it will automatically get the list. So means F4 is for to choose the possible input values for particular field. That is the usage of F4 function key. So to choose possible input values for particular field. So out of this
Mm-hmm.
list, simply you can select it any of. Okay, that is for F4. And F1 is the F1 is for just help. Help means, suppose let's say if you place a cursor over here, okay, then you can click on F1 function key. It will give you the explanation about the field. F1 means it will give you the explanation of the field, what it is. So that is the F1 function key. So there is a, this is the command field. You can execute the following transactions in the command field. So this is the command field, and including these explanations, you can see the technical information as well. Technical information in the sense that field technical information, screen number and the program name, table name of the parameter IDs as well, you can see. That is the technical information. So simply, if you, this is the personal number, right? If you want to see more explanation about this, place a cursor and click on F1 function key. Then it will give you the explanation about the field. The personal number is the only feature within a client which is unique to an employee, unique ID of an employee. Okay, we have to enter personal number before you can display and maintain the employee master data and time related data. And here also you can see the technical information as well. So this is, here you can see simply and the screen number, program name, and developed like you can see the table parameter IDs as well. You can see like that. Okay, field name. Okay, technical information.
Mm-hmm.
F1 for mainly explanation of the field, help. Similarly, if you want to see this also, if you place the cursor here, F1, then you'll get the explanation. And if you want to see similarly this STY subtype, right? So F1, so subtypes are subdivisions from the info types. So what is the info type, what is this and all, I'll explain you later. So just I'm explaining here. So what is
If
the
you
usage?
press F4, then it will populate the list of the values, right?
Yeah,
Just press F4 on this field, right? We can press F4 on the STY field.
yeah, you can press F4. If the options are there, it will show you. Options are not there, then it should no subtype exist for. Here,
Okay,
options are available, right? So just it will show you F4. Then it will show you the list.
okay,
Yeah,
okay. So F1 is for help and F4 is for the options.
yeah, yeah,
If it is available for that particular field.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And next, if you go here, you'll see the buttons as well. There are few shortcuts also. So if you turn to here, so this I'll explain you anyway. So this is for F5 for creating. That's what shortcut
Mm-hmm.
F5 is be there. Directly you can create, you can use this, or else you can click on F5. This is for display F6, sorry, edit F6. This is for display F7. So simply F5, F6, F7. This I'll explain you later. This is only this point of view. And next will be the explain you. Yeah, this yeah, there are shortcut uses in the command field. So simply how we are accessing the we are at now maintain HR master data screen, right? Suppose, and you can see here there is a standard screen, two SAP easy access and one is the transaction. We are at some middle maintain HR master data screen. I don't want to use this transaction code simply. Then how do you go back? Simply you can use this for going back, means for going back to the screen, or else there is a shortcut usage. Go back in a sense, if you click it then it will go back, otherwise there is a shortcut, use slash n here. Use slash n means it ends the current transaction. Slash n for what? Ending the current transaction. Ends the current transaction here. Ends means if you are in the middle, then if you click on enter, so it will be back, means it will go to the like transaction. See main screen. So it will be reached to the home screen like that. So similarly, if you are here, if you selected here, see we are at, assume we are at maintain HR master data screen. So without closing this window, if you try to open any another transaction code, so at that time we have to use the slash o. Slash o
Mm-hmm.
for what? Suppose without closing this, simply if you want to open any windows, so new session, then you can click on slash o, or else if you click on this button also, it will open another session. Okay, to
Mm-hmm.
open the session you can use this button, or else you can use slash o. Okay, in this case I
Yep.
explained you already to click this. So when you click it, it will open the session again. You see, if you click it, it will open. So instead of that, simply let me use this shortcut. Even if you click on this slash o means, so it will open, it will open the session. See, it is showing overview of the session. There are already 4 running. So if you click on this generate button, it will open the 5th session. See, now you can see there are 1 2 3 4 5. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
out of now it can allow you to open only one session. Why? Because we already reached 5. The
Okay.
max limit will be 5 6 only. But now
Okay.
see, if you are in here, we are at the middle of the transaction, right? Some like we are at PA30 transaction code. If you would like to open some another session, another transaction code without closing this, use slash o and specify the transaction code. Suppose if you want to use create sales order screen, within this screen, without closing this and as well as simply you are opening another transaction code, then use slash o for opening and give the specified transaction code here. If you give slash o va01 means it will open another session without closing this. That is for shortcut. This is for shortcut. Or else what you do, simply you can open a session and you can enter the transaction code here. But by giving the slash o and when you specify the transaction means, so it will open another tree code. Whatever the it will, this means slash o means it opens a window with the specified transaction code. So without closing this, now you will see the 6th session will be open. See, we reached to create sales order screen as well. If you click on this, so we'll be getting 6 almost. It reaches to 6. And if you try to open, let's say if you try to open another transaction code any, so use slash o and pa20, if you try to open, then it doesn't allow you to open. If you click on enter, so it doesn't allow you, means it is showing the information message as a maximum number of sessions are reached, means you have to use the existing sessions. Existing means, suppose let's say you are in maintain HR master data screen, so if you want to work, means suppose you have to replace the screens here, so slash n, use slash n means, so it will be ended and it will open the, if you give slash n pa20 means, so it will be ended the transaction and opens with a specified transaction, means it will be replaced with the specified transaction. Now we are at maintain HR master data screen, right? If you give something, so if you want to open another transaction by closing this, then you can use slash n pa20, means it replaces the specified transaction. See, it turns from maintain to display. If you want to open
Okay.
another transaction, simply use slash n. N means ends the transaction. Again, if you give like this va02, so it will open the specified transaction. It will mean simply that is talking about, so replacing the existing transaction with the specified thing. If you give slash n va20 like that, va02, okay, it is getting replaced, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the one thing. Or else, one thing, if you just go to PA30, so the specified transaction, this is the menu, right? You can use this menus also. You can turn it from, we are at maintain, right? So we are in maintain section. You can turn to display as well. So simply turns display. So means this is the another transaction. So that I'll show you. I'll give you the list later. Are you clear about this? Okay,
Yeah.
and these details you'll be getting through notepads. Okay, so I'll share you this lister. So this is the shortcut usage in the command field, so just I given you, and we have to discuss about few more as well, slash I and as well as slash n end and slash n ex. What is the usage? So this I'll explain you later as well. So simply see, if you use this slash n and slash see, before explaining slash I'll explain few more things here. So this is the customize and local layout, right? What is the usage of this? Just simply you can go ahead with this. Okay, then you'll click on options here. Okay, when you click on options here, usually, so you'll get that few more options. You can change the font settings as well here. You can select the available fonts and you can specify it, and this is the user level setting only. Okay, for your user, and you can choose your current font or colors as well, and there will be a themes as well. We are at SAP signature theme, you can change it different themes as well, enjoy themes. Then you can see font settings as well here. Okay, these are the different colors also you can see. So now it is grayed out, right? So simply if it enable, then you will see the different colors as well. Okay, here you will see the colors also. Usually it will give, it will enable. If it enable, you'll see the different colors as well. Screen dependent themes. Okay, so colors as well, you can select it. Okay, this is for like font and as well as the colors.
Okay.
Okay, simply apply and click on OK. It will be added accordingly. Okay, it will be changed, the colors will be changed. That is for user level settings only, but now here it is grayed out, right? Usually it will be enabled in the real time for you, so just you can change it if it is enabled. And next will be the slash I is there, right? That is the shortcut. Slash I for what? Deleting the session. And deleting the session in the sense, let's say, so how many sessions are there here? 6 sessions are there, right? If you want to delete it, so use slash I. Okay, or else there will be some other menus also. Cancel the transaction like that, something you can see, log off the session. So here this is the one thing, slash I for deleting the session. If you use slash I means when you press enter, so this will be deleted. Now if you go and check here, you can see there are 1 2 3 4 5 only, you can see, means one window closed. Okay, and similarly if you use slash end, slash end means slash n, if you use slash n end, end means to end the transaction, to end the scripts. Simply, it is for ending the sessions. Slash n
Okay.
end for what? Ending the transaction. And even slash n ex also for ending the transaction. The difference from here to here is mainly if you use slash n end means when you click on enter and before closing the sessions, so there will be a prompt message. Unsaved data will be lost. Do you want to log off? If I say yes, every session will be collapsed. Every if you open 6 also, the 6 things will be collapsed at a time. So this will be usually if
Okay.
you are going out from the company, if you are leaving from the office, then if you open so many sessions, if you want to close at a time, just you can simply you can use. So if I say no, it remains same. So the moment if you use /n ex, if I say enter without prompt message, it will close all the sessions. See,
Okay.
everything will be collapsed. If I press enter automatically, everything will be collapsed.
Okay.
For enter key, you can use the keyboard enter as well. Okay, or else there is a
Okay.
button, right? That is the enter. If you want to connect again, so connect the system, login. So you have to use the again user ID and passwords. And please be remember, don't enter the wrong password thrice. If you are entering wrong means, first please check in your like whether the nums lock is on or caps lock is on. Like that you have to check. If you enter, if you tried, if you give more than 3 times wrong thought, then it will be go for locked. Again, it will be requested via internal process. Okay.
Okay. So, Chandra,
Uh,
I have some work today, so can we stop this session today? We will continue from tomorrow.
yeah, tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
And I have transferred 10,000 in your account and I've sent you the transaction ID. So you should be getting it, I mean, by afternoon or your early morning.
Yeah. And one thing, I'm going to share you the docs. Okay. So then you'll go
Yeah,
through that.
yeah, send me through email, okay?
I'll send it.
Okay then?
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.